Ho, 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 ho! Merry, happy holidays. Alright, this is going to be a guide so you guys can shop for the gamers in your life this holiday season. There is going to be some keyboards, monitors, just a bunch of good stuff that every gamer is going to need. Alright, let's jump on in. Alright guys, as Santa Claus said, just put together a little list here so you guys can shop for the gamers in your life, things like that. Wish I had one of these when I was doing this, so let's just jump right in. First thing is you need a good gaming keyboard. Now I personally have this keyboard, the ASIO gaming keyboard. This one is backlit. It's just white, so it's not RGB, it is just white. I didn't find that a problem. It's kind of the most neutral thing you can do to, it matches almost anybody's color scheme. But the reason I really like this one is because it has this black aluminum right here. Very professional. It's got some weight to it. It's not cherry switches, but I do like the brown switches. They're not as clicky, which I really like. But for gaming, I find it's... For me, I like it a lot better. Anyway, so it's not cherry switches, but they are brown switches, so there's not going to have that super clicky feel to it. Anyway, the backlight's really nice, just a good keyboard all around. All right, right now they have it for $77.99, and it is on Prime. What I did everything on Amazon because I figured, if you have a Prime membership, you get it super quick and you're good to go. All right, so there's the keyboard, and then we're going into mice. Mice. Alright, first one is the Corsair Gaming M65. This one is RGB, so they can make it whatever color scheme they want, and for 57 bucks, that's a hell of a deal. I'm not going to really go into super deep specifications on this kind of stuff, just kind of doing an overview of things that I would really like, or things that just any gamer is going to like. So this one is RGB, very, very responsive. It is wired, so just keep that in mind. You are going to have to find a spot for the wired, things like that. And it also is weighted, which is kind of cool. So there is the Corsair M65. Now, if you don't want the wired, I also have a wireless option. I also have this mouse, the G602 Logitech. A lot of gamers don't like the wireless stuff because they don't think there's some input lag and things like that. I have found zero input lag on this on this mouse. Everything is super fluid. Some nice secondary buttons and things like that. But the battery life is fantastic. I've had this thing for I want to say a couple months, and I game all the time, and I have not had to change the batteries yet. So another good thing there. There is no RGB, so it does have a little blue light on top that can change to green. So you get blue or green. But anyway, so that's going to be your wireless option there. Very good mouse. And for 40 bucks, I mean, you can't really beat that. All right, so next thing is going to be some monitors. Now, the monitors, I'm going to do a 1080p and then a 4K option. 1080p, it depends on what kind of graphics card, but anyway, 1080p is going to be, just an all-around. That way you can have like multiple. If you don't have an updated graphics card, 1080p monitor is probably going to do you better. But there's an Asus right here, the VG245H. This is a 1080p, 1 millisecond response time, super quick response time, 75 hertz refresh rate. So yeah, it's a very, very good monitor. I have this as well. So I'm rocking a couple of monitors here, but this one is very nice. And if the person you're buying it for also has an AMD GPU graphics card, it has FreeSync, which is a very cool. So what that does is it syncs up the refresh rate from your graphics card and your monitor, so you don't get any screen tearing, things like that. So this is a very, very good monitor, and for only $200, kind of hard to beat. Dual HDMI, which is nice. There is no display port, but does have dual HDMI, so that's a good thing. So that's the 1080p option. All right. Then I'm going to go on to the 4K option here. Another Asus. I like Asus. It's a well-known brand across the board through gaming and computers, just everything. But this one is a 28-inch 4K, 1 millisecond again. Yeah, I mean that's it's just a good monitor for a good price, $403. Monoprice also does sell some 4K monitors, but right now they're out of stock. A lot of people are going for them. So this one's you're gonna be on Amazon again, which is nice. But yeah, this one does have the height adjustment and things like that in the stand, so that's another good thing. But yeah, this one does have a DisplayPort as well. So again, a lot of this is going to depend on what kind of graphics card they're rocking. So I mean, if you want to ask them that question, you know, that's up to you. But 4K, definitely a nice monitor. All right, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is going to be graphics cards. So I mean, if you're the baller and you want to, you know, definitely make somebody's Christmas. All right, on to graphics cards now. All right, so this one is the EVGA GeForce GTX 1070 Super Clocked Edition. It does have the ACX 3.0 fan on it, or the cooling. This is their new style. 8 gigs of GDDR5 RAM. This one is LED, but it's just white. So there's no RGB or anything like that. If you want to do RGB, you'll have to go for the Win card. But if you know a $40 delta, if RGB isn't worth it to you for $40, then this card is going to do you just fine. Any kind of AAA title, things like that, it's going to play it very, very well. So this is where the 1080p monitor, this thing will rock out a 1080p monitor very, very easily. The 4K monitor, it will as well, unless you're rocking, you know, multiple 4K monitors, you know, then a 1080. But anyway, that's something that you might have to not talk to the person, but, you know, do some investigation, some investigating work. But anyway, for the most part, this 1070 is going to do you just fine. And for $407, that's a very good deal. I remember when I bought my 1070, it was around $450, $460, so they're definitely coming down in price. And when it comes to computer parts, you know, you never know. It could be just because it's a Tuesday and it, you know, I don't know. It doesn't matter what time of the year or anything like that. Computer parts are up and down all the time. So $407.99 is a very good deal. All right, and if you don't want to go super baller and spend over $400 on a graphics card for your loved one, or hell, even for yourself. I mean, this could also be just for somebody looking to also get something for themselves. But this Gigabyte card, GTX 1060, this is factory overclocked as well. 6 gigs of GDDR5 RAM. So this one has a boost clock of 1797. I believe the base clock is 1582. Anyway, so this one does come out of the box already overclocked from the factory. So you just plug it in and you're good to go. Again, this one is going to run 1080 very well, and even some 1440 monitors is going to run very well. 4K, if the person you're getting this for has a 4K monitor, multiple 4K monitors, you're probably going to want to stick with the 1070. But if not, if they're just rocking 1080p monitors, this 1060 is going to do them just fine, and for a much, much cheaper price, $260. So that's going to be the end of the graphics cards. That's a very good deal. Very, very good deal. All right, so now I'm going to kind of show you guys something that I didn't get at first. I wish I did. It would have made it much nicer because my my mouse now responds much better and my keyboard doesn't slide all over the place. It's an extended gaming mouse pad. So this one has stitch edges. So it's very well put together. I mean, hell, for $24, it's very well put together. It makes it a lot nicer so your keyboard and your mouse can both be on a pad. Your keyboard's not sliding all over the place. You know, especially if they're an intense gamer, they're smashing buttons and shit like that, and everything's flying everywhere. So this one just kind of keeps everything in place. Just a good thing to have. All right, and then the last thing that I have for you guys is a headset, a gaming headset. This HyperX is made by Kingston. I believe this is fairly new. But yeah, so this one is going to be The cups are very, very comfortable. It's a memory foam cup. The slider is very nice. Good sound quality. I mean, you know, for a headset mic, it doesn't need to be super awesome when you're gaming, because everybody's saying, you know, balls and tits anyway. So, but just memory foam. The cups are super comfortable. The headband's super comfortable. Just a good headset for $50. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me. I just kind of wanted to give you guys some ideas to mull around for this holiday season for your loved ones. If they're a gamer, a lot of these things, PC gamer, this one, the headset I did talk about also comes with, can work with Xbox One and PS4 and stuff like that as well. But a lot of this is geared towards PC. Anyway, so you know, if you guys liked it, go ahead and hit the like button. Subscribe, please subscribe if you guys want to. There's going to be more stuff like this. I'm going to kind of do some reviewing, reviewing some games and things like that, talking about rumors, you know, doing gameplay. Going to kind of switch things up. But anyway, so that's kind of what's going on. I'm planning on uploading at least 2 to 3 times a week, just so I can get as much content out there for you guys as I possibly can. But anyway, let me know if you guys like this kind of stuff. If you want some more guides or things like that, just let me know in the comment section. You guys have a good one. I'll talk to you later.